I'm Mike Reedy. I'm the president of the Crane Agency, and I'd like to thank you for taking the time to view this video so that we can tell you a little bit more about the Crane Agency. The Crane Agency was founded in 1885 and is established, yet it's a very progressive insurance agency. We have decided in recent years that the way for Crane to achieve the goals that its shareholders have set for it is to grow. And the best way for us to grow is to have brokers like you join us as part of the Crane team. We're looking for the best of the best who want to own their own book of business, who know the insurance business and know how to serve their customers. We believe we have the services for you to help you achieve your goals, and at the same time Crane achieve its goals of being one of the best insurance agencies anywhere.
Well, we've been doing business with Crane for about 30 years, both commercially and personally. It's been a great success probably for both parties.
Well, the relationship has been great, and it's been a relationship that spans probably 25, 30 years for the Travelers. We try to position ourselves in the larger metropolitan areas, especially St. Louis, with agents and brokers that have the credibility, the long tenure in the community, and a reputation of being able to provide quality insurance products to the customers.
Ohio Casualty became affiliated with Crane in 1983. We consider the agency a very positive agency with Ohio Casualty. Our relationship is very strong.
Well, Crane's reputation in the industry is that they're very professional. They've got a very good marketing department with marketers who know the insurance companies and what their appetites are. So they end up really not wasting a producer's time or an insurance company's time. As far as the producers go, they're some of the best in the city.
It's integrity, credibility, and respect, I guess, most of all because of the success they've had. So when you're dealing with them, you deal one-on-one, you understand where they're coming from, you understand what they're trying to accomplish, and the trust and confidence that's been built up with the relationship we've had with them basically is what makes it so successful.
The Crane Agency's reputation is very solid. We have them as one of our key producing agencies, which is an exclusive program with Ohio Casualty. We value our relationship with Crane, and we look at them as one of the leaders in the insurance industry in St. Louis.
Crane's reputation, as I indicated, I think, to a couple of the people here a few weeks ago, is beyond reproach, and that's probably one of the things that's made them so successful over the years.
After doing business with each other for as many years as we have with Crane, there's a true partnership. We treat Crane differently than we treat other producers. There's a higher level of trust there, and there's probably a little bit more give and take in that we're more apt to write an account for Crane than we may be for another agent that we haven't had a long-standing relationship with.
Rick, if I were a broker thinking about coming into the Crane Agency, what would you say to me?
I would tell you to strongly consider the Crane Agency. They're a very well-established, high-integrity agency in St. Louis. They provide solid services from bonds, personal lines, commercial business. They can market your product for you, which would free you up to sell business to your clients. The strength of the Crane Agency is their people and the strong relationships they have with their companies and their personnel.
The people are really the heart and soul of the agency down at Crane. Sitting down with producers, with claims people, their management, they're all fantastic, very professional people that will tell you like it is.
And I think if I was a new producer, or even a producer that's been in the business for some time, I'd want to go to a firm that I knew had been here and knew where they were going long term, and these people know that.
Crane's probably at the top of our list, not just here in St. Louis, but around the country, from not just a premium volume, but profitability and reputation. They're a super agency, certainly would recommend them.
Basically, my responsibilities are to make sure that we have the support in place to make our producers successful.
The marketing department does everything within its power to help the agent get the best price and the best coverage for his client. We know how underwriters think. In fact, we try to think like an underwriter. And We will also evaluate the applications to make sure all the information is there. And we just try to make sure that the proposal is in good shape and paints a clear picture when it leaves here. That's really one of the strong suits for the Crane Agency. We have developed very strong relationships with our carriers over the years. Part of that relationship is based simply on the amount of volume that we can send to our various underwriters. We're within the top 100 agencies as far as premium volume in the United States, so they know that they will see lots of business from us and have plenty of opportunities to see the accounts that they're looking for. And we're always out in the marketplace. We know what the underwriters are looking for, what kind of business they're interested in writing, and we are very conscious of developing and keeping strong relationships with our carriers. We will do everything possible to get the best price and the best coverage for your client.
My responsibilities here are to help our producers develop bond programs for their customers and for their prospects. What that means for brokers is that they can bring an account to us and we will handle that account for them, the placement of those bonds, the initial bond and future bonds from start to finish. We have our department staff during all working hours. So whether or not you're in the office or your assistant is in the office, we are always here to take the calls from your customers and get their bonds done for them.
If you were a broker at the Crane Agency, I could offer you full assistance in personal lines. You could just turn your personal lines book over to us or your leads over to us. We could take it from the beginning to the end. We could do all of your personal lines. We would market the account, rate the account. We would have the contact with the insured as much or as little as you would want us to. That would free you up to spend your time marketing your commercial lines business.
If I came to the Crane Agency as a new broker, what would you do for me?
Well, first I would talk to you about any training needs you might have, and we would discuss a training program. We would invite you to our sales meetings, anything like that. We would talk about resources that we have at Crane that we could set you up with, introduce you to. And we would also talk about your computer needs and what type of training you might need on our Applied Systems software program. We have a full-time person that does training on our computer systems, and we have a beautiful training room with 12 stations in it where you might come for a sales meeting and we would do training there, or you might come with your assistant, or your assistant might just come and learn our software program, Applied Systems.
Jerry, how can I make a transition from my current agency to Crane?
We will tailor-make a program for you that will make a successful transition so that you do not have any financial problems in making a transition. We are going to help you do whatever we can to be successful, because if you're successful, we're successful.
What does the Crane Agency offer you as a broker?
They leave me alone. They let me produce business. They have all the markets you can think of.
Number one, they're interested in you as an individual and your particular expertise. They get to know you, they come to understand what your needs are, and they're very straightforward and honest about what they can provide to you.
I was looking for independence, a chance to increase my fiscal well-being, and also I have been coming from what's called an alphabet house environment. I've been with alphabet houses most of my career. And while I had enjoyable jobs, I even ran one of the major houses here in town for a good many years, I was not getting the independence and the entrepreneurship that I wanted.
I decided to join the Crane Agency for several reasons. Probably stability was one of the major reasons, as well as a good name recognition in the industry here in the St. Louis area.
I've been here for about 6 years now. I came in as a loss control representative from a direct writer and moved to the agency side of the business. And since that time, I've had the opportunity to build up a book of business and become independent broker. It was an opportunity I wouldn't have had at any other agency that I'm aware of.
Well, the first thing that attracted us to the Crane Agency was that we were familiar with people within the agency. Other families that were here, people that we knew and we trusted.
They've helped us get started, and they've helped us work as a unit together. They're hands-on if you need them, and they're hands-off if you don't. You're only limited by your imagination in what you're capable of doing. You have carte blanche as far as your unit is concerned.
When I entered the organization, the thing that probably impressed me the most was the sense of community that I experienced. Not only are these people independent businessmen, they're their own profit centers, but in addition to that, they're very interested in your success as an individual broker. They're there to help you. They're there to give you counsel if you've got questions about coverages or clients that you don't have a particular expertise on. The support structure within the Crane Agency is invaluable.
The Crane Agency offers me a very broad selection of markets, a great deal of technical backup, and just about everything I need to be of service to my customers.
What Crane really gave us was the ability to have the power of one of the largest brokerages in the nation behind us while still nurturing the needs of a small family agency.
Over here, I'm totally independent. I didn't know how good it could be till I got here.
Absolutely the best business decision we have ever made. You're going to be able to take your business to the next level, and the sky is going to be the limit with the marketing opportunities and resources available here.
And if you join the agency, they're right there behind you to give the support and the expertise you need to be successful and to sell insurance.
Without a doubt, this is a great experience for everybody in this family. It was the time to make a change. We had reached the critical mass that was required to be an independent unit within Crane, and we made the jump. And it is a scary time, but it's something that the team at Crane has made incredibly easy.
It's been a great opportunity for me to come to Crane. It opened up the possibility of becoming a full-time broker where I wouldn't have had that at the company I was working for or as a loss control rep at many other agencies. I've built up my business, and eventually I hope to become a partner here at Crane.
I've never been happier in my entire working career. I have the independence that I've sought. I have the market backup. I'm working with a wonderful group of people, and I'm enjoying every day.
I could tell you how good they are to me, but you probably wouldn't believe me.
Thanks for taking the time to view our video. I hope you learned more about Crane. But I want you to know the most important thing about Crane is its people. Their quality, their attitude, and their professionalism. With Crane on your team, you can't help but succeed. We just want you to know we will do everything we can to help you achieve your goals